what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I want to talk today about one of my favorite pieces of summer gear, summer apparel, which is the Sun Hoodie. These guys. I was not a big Sun Hoodie fan. I don't know if I'd ever even worn one, but I wore one on the entire Teton Crest Trail. I actually wore this exact one right here last summer, and it was great. I was phenomenal, and now I'm a big fan, so I'm absolutely hooked on them. Let's talk for a second about the difference between a Sun Hoodie and sunscreen, and why I think it's a good idea to use both, actually. So in a sunscreen, you will have SPF, which is your sun protection. And then in a Sun Hoodie, you will have UPF, which stands for ultraviolet protection. So one of the big differences between SPF and UPF is the UPF in these will actually block UVA and UVB rays. So sunscreen will have an SPF of say 15, which means if you go out in the sun and you are in full sun and you get a sunburn in 10 minutes, an SPF 15 will extend that length of time 15x. So instead of 10 minutes, it'll be 150 minutes, and then you will be burned. So it blocks the rays, the UVB rays that cause sunburn. So that's great. It blocks those rays, and I think a lot of some of the more UVB is a little bit more dangerous. But it doesn't block UVA rays, which are kind of something. UVA rays are associated with things like wrinkles and kind of aging, like skin deterioration that's related to aging, those kinds of things. But the Sun Hoodie with UPF will block UVA rays. So it'll block both UVA and UVB rays. And then there's a couple of grades that you can get into. We'll talk about that with each of them. Sort of a good, better, best, or a good, better, best, I guess, is a good way to think of it. So we can get into three of the ones that I like that I will kind of rotate around. There's a couple of big differences between all of them. This is the Cotopaxi Sombra. Like I said, it's the one that I wore on the Teton Crest Trail for 5 straight days. One of the things that's great, I did wear it for 5 straight days. It's treated with anti-odor treatment, so didn't smell too bad, but it was still like 5 days of me sweating in it. But a great thing. One of the things I like about this one, and let's see, I think the Outdoor Research one, the hoods are a little oversized. So when you kind of pull them over your hat, you can kind of pull them over the bill and create this nice little kind of canopy to also help keep sun off your face and keep your face from burning. With these and sunglasses, you're in good shape. One of the other things I like about the Sombra, I will wear this a lot when I'm on the water, paddle boarding or kayaking or whatever, just because it has a zip pocket in the back. So I will put my keys in like a waterproof bag and toss, I don't know what's in here, tag, toss my keys in here and zip it up. That way I kind of know where they are. Even if I lose my dry bag or something, I haven't lost the keys to my truck and I can still get home. This thing is great. It's UPF 50, which means it will block, let's see, about 98% of the sunlight that's or the UVA and UVB rays that are going to come through. It means it lets 1/50th of those UV rays through. And this is sort of on the extreme end. This is the excellent at UPF at 50. This is on the excellent range. So one of the higher end ones, it's a little bit thicker. You can feel in the hand that it's a little bit thicker than something like the OR one, which is a little bit thinner. But with the OR one, it's a little thinner, it's a little lighter. I like this when I'm mountain biking or doing something really active and I don't want a super heavy layer on me. The downside is this is UPF 15, so a little bit lighter on the rays that it will block, but UPF 15 is still like 93% of UV rays that are going to come through, so it's 1/15th light comes through. Yeah, so these will let about, they are lighter, but they'll let about 93% of UV rays through. So that's still pretty good. It's a good trade-off. So when I wear this, when I mountain bike, I will definitely put sunscreen on like full body and then throw this on. And it's a really good protection against sunburn and those UVA rays that, are kind of still not as great for you. And then the other one is the Black Diamond one. This one I think is great. It's a little bit thicker. It is a UPF 50. So again, like it's up at that 98% of ultraviolet rays are being blocked. It's a little, like I said, it's a little thicker. It does have a more fitted hood, which I think is just nature of Black Diamond's design. It's designed to go under a climbing helmet, so I can squeeze this on, squeeze my helmet on over the top. But it's really stretchy, it's really movable. I climb in this a lot. I like the thickness of it and the cut of it. I think moves really well. So when I'm climbing, I really like my Black Diamond one because I think it is specifically designed for like climbers and movement. Whereas, you know, the Outdoor Research one is just a little thinner, so I wouldn't want to like bang it up against rocks. I don't know that it would hold up, but it is, you know, super light. So the Black Diamond one, the Cotopaxi one, the Outdoor Research one, all sun hoodies that I wear very regularly. I pretty much wear a sun hoodie, like if you haven't seen any of the channels, I'm in the desert, so the sun is intense, so I like to have the sun hoodie, I like to have my hat, I like to have my sunscreen, despite how awful my wife says I look and how dorky I look, I will still do that just to save my skin a little bit. So tons of other awesome brands make these. Arc'teryx makes great ones, Sims makes great ones if you guys are fly fishers, Patagonia obviously makes one, tons of other ones that are out there, but I think the UPF number, like looking at UPF 50 versus 15 and kind of knowing what you're gonna get there, and then I think some of the other, like the Black Diamond one, I think just moves really well. The OR one is great. It's just super ultra light. So if you're putting one in your pack and trying to save grams and you're not, you think, you know, 15, UPF 15 is just fine for you, you know, go with the Outdoor Research one. But they're all really great. So let me know what you guys think of sun hoodies. If you guys are using them, make sure you like and subscribe below, and we'll see you guys out there. Thanks.